Welcome to the Law Toolbox Rule Set Change walkthrough video. Here we will cover how to effectively change the rule set of a matter while also providing some best practices and tips. The primary reason to change the rule set of your matter is due to a change in venue, which is most commonly due to the case moving from the state level to the federal level. Though the initial steps we will cover can be used in the event your matter was set up with an incorrect rule set. The most important thing to note is that this change of rule set will only affect future calculations. Any previously calculated or created deadlines will not retroactively be adjusted to line up with the new rule set. Any events already on your deadline chart will be removed from your calendar, but will remain on the deadline chart for reference to be resynced back onto the calendar or simply deleted. These previous events will also now show under the Appointments field in the Trigger Date view. Starting off, I am looking at a matter that was created for a civil case in Alameda County, California. I have a number of deadlines that have already been added for my state-level case. This case is transitioning to the federal level, and I need to update the rule set and begin calendaring the new aspects of my case. The first thing I'm going to do is add a label to all of my previous deadlines to help keep myself and my team organized. I'm going to ensure that all items of my deadline chart are selected and then open my action menu by clicking on the blue ellipsis button. I'm going to select Add Labels. I'm going to open the dropdown and select my state label. This label was added by my firm's admin user for use in this exact scenario. For more information on how to create custom labels, please see our knowledge base article, Add Labels to Your Deadlines. Now that my previous events have all been labeled, I'm going to click my plus Calculate button in the top right corner. Here is where I have added my previous calculations, and I can see the Alameda rule set I was previously using. Right below my rule set, I can see the option to change rule set. This will take me to the same page I saw when I was setting up the case. All federal and appellate rule sets are present in each state, so I will select California again. I will then open the rule set dropdown and select my federal venue. For this matter, I will select the USDC Central rule set. I will be prompted with a warning that informs me that this change of rule set will only affect my future calculations, and all of my previous deadlines will be removed from my calendar and the calendars of anyone else who has been added to this matter. Once I click Confirm, I will be brought back to the calculation page where I can begin calendaring for my new federal case. As with any new calculation, the first display of the deadline chart will only display the trigger and its corresponding deadlines that were just calculated. I will navigate to the top left corner, just below the name of my matter, and refresh my deadline chart. I can now see all events of this matter. My previous state-level deadlines have retained the label I've added for my reference alongside my new federal-level events. If I simply want to delete all of my state-level deadlines, then I can use my label as my keyword search to filter my deadline chart. I could then make use of my blue trash can button to delete all selected deadlines. While this is all an effective strategy for managing your case as it moves between different venues, an alternate strategy customers often implement is simply creating a new matter on Law Toolbox for the case in its new venue. There is no right or wrong approach. It simply comes down to the preference of your team and how they would most like to stay organized.